Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Namaskaram. Today I am going to chant Canto 97, Mystery of Divine Maya. त्रैगुण्यादभिन्नरूपं भवति हि भुवने हीनमध्योत्तमं यत् ज्ञानं श्रद्धा च कर्ता वसतिरपि सुखं कर्म चाहारभेदाः त्वक्षेत्रत्वनिषेवादि तु यदिह पुनस्तव परं ततु सर्वं प्राहुर्नैर्गुणनिष्ठं तदनुभजन्तो मंशु सिद्धो भवेयम्. All entities in this world, like knowledge, faith, agony, happiness, action and food, are diversified by the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, and are graded as high, middling or low, according to the preponderance of these gunas in that order. But entities and activities that are directly connected with thee, like thy temples, thy services, are said to originate from beyond the three gunas. With the help of these, may I become free quickly. त्वयैव न्यस्तचित्तः सुखमयी विचरण सर्वचेष्टास्तव दत्तं तद्भक्तैः सेव्यमानानपि चरितचराणाश्रयण पुण्यदेशान् दस्यौ विप्रे मृगादिष्वपि च सममति मूर्च्छमानावमाना स्पर्धासूयादिदोषः सततमखिलभूतेषु सम्पूजये त्वाम्. With my mind resting in thee and with all my actions dedicated to thee, I shall go about from one holy place to another where thy devotees are now living or had once lived, entertaining the attitude of even-mindedness towards robbers, good men and animals, and abandoning such undesirable mental attitudes as craving for honor, resentment at dishonor, enmity, envy, and the like. May I adore thee as manifested in all beings. तद्भावो यावदेषु स्फुरति न विशदं तावदेवं हयूपास्तिं कुर्वन्नैकात्म्यबोधे झटिति विकसति त्वन्मयो अहं चरेयम्. त्वद्मर्स्यास्य तावत् किमपि न भगवान् प्रस्तुतस्य प्रणाशस्तस्मात् सर्वात्मनैव प्रदिश मम विभो भक्तिमार्गं मनोज्ञम्. I shall continue to perform thy worship as long as the experience that thou art the all does not arise. Soon shall I attain to this experience of the unity of all existence by following the path of devotion. Henceforth I shall move about with a sense of complete identification with thee, O Lord. For one traversing the path of thy dharma, Bhagavata dharma, or path of devotion, there is no downfall or destruction. Therefore, bestow on me the capacity to follow the path of devotion, the most attractive of all spiritual paths. Tam chainam bhakti yogam tadayitu mai me sadhyamarogyamayurtishtaya tatrapi sevyam tava charanamaho bheshajaeva dugdam markandeyo hi purvam ganaka nigadita dvadashabdayuruchaihi सेवित्वा वत्सरं त्वां तव पटनिवहैर्द्रव्यामास मृत्युम्. In order to be firmly established in the practice of bhakti, one needs a long life and good health. It is fortunate circumstance that to attain to these also, it is thy feet that have to be served. It is just like having milk prescribed as medicine for one's ailment. For while it cures, it is pleasant to take and it satisfies hunger too. Look at the sage Markandeya. Knowing from astrologers that he had only 12 years of life, he adored thee with intense devotion for 1 year, and when death approached the sage at the appointed time, he, that is the death, was driven away by thy emissaries. मार्कण्डेयश्चरायुः स खलु पुनरपि त्वत्परः पुष्पभद्रातीरे निन्ये तपस्यन्नत्तुलसुकरतिः षटतु मन्वन्तराणि देवेन्द्रः सप्तमस्तं सुरयुवतीमरुन्मन्मथैर्मोहनिशिष्यन् योगोष्मप्लुष्यमाणेन तु पुनरशक्तवावर्जनं Nirjayetakkah. Markandeya, who was devoted to thee and was endowed thus with a long lease of life, then practiced spiritual disciplines on the banks of the river Pushpabhadra and spent the period covered by 6 Manavantaras in the bliss of Brahma. In the 7th Manavantara, Indra, 7th in order, tried to subject him to the infatuation of sense life with the aid of the heavenly damsels, sweet, gentle southern breeze, Cupid and the like, but he and his accomplices failed in their effort, as they were rendered powerless by the efficiency of the fire of spirituality issuing from the sage. Who can overcome thy devotee? प्रीत्या नारायणाख्य स्तवत्मथ नरसकः प्राप्तवानस्य स्प्राश्रवम् तुष्ट्या तोष्टूयमानः स तु विविधवरैर्लोपितो नानुमेने द्रष्टुं मायां त्वदीयं किल पुनरवृत्नोद भक्तितृप्तान् परात्मा माया दुःखानभिज्ञस्तदपि मृगयते Nunamashravarya hetoha. Thou in thy form as sage Narayana, along with Nara, did then go to Markandeya, and being praised by him repeatedly with great joy, offer him various boons. But he accepted none of them, being satisfied fully with devotion to thee. Finally, he chose the boon of seeing thy Maya. The sage who had never experienced the sufferings from Maya must have sought this boon to have an idea of it out of sheer curiosity. Ya te tvayashu vata kula jaladagala toya purnati durnata saptarnona shimagne jagati satu jale sambhramana varshakotihi deenah praishishta दूरे वटतलशयनं कञ्चिदाश्चर्यबालं त्वामेव श्यामलाङ्गु वदनः सरसिजयन्यस्तपादाङ्गु कुलिगम्. Immediately after thy departure, Markandeya saw in the wake of heavy winds and clouds torrential rain falling and the 7 seas overflowing and deluging the whole world. In that deluge, Markandeya found himself a helpless and weary wanderer for crores of years. At length he saw at a distance a wondrous infant, blue in complexion, lying on a banyan leaf and sucking its toes with its lotus mouth. The infant was none but thyself. दृष्ट्वा त्वां हृष्टरोमा त्वरितमुपगतः स्पष्ट्रो कामो मुनीन्द्रः श्वासेनान्तर्निविष्टः पुनरिह सकलं दृष्टवानविष्टपौधम् भूयोऽपि श्वासवातैर्बहिरनुपतितो वीक्षितस्तवत्कटाक्षै मोदालश्रीलेष्टु कामस्तवै पिहितनौ स्वं शमे प्रागवत्तासीत. Seeing thee, the sage approached in great haste and excitement to touch thee, whereupon he was caught in thy breath and drawn within, where he saw the whole universe that he had been seeing outside. Next, thrown out with thy outgoing breath, he found thee graciously glancing at him. In great joy, Markandeya again approached to embrace thee, whereupon thou didst disappear from sight. And lo, Markandeya found himself once more in his own ashrama on the banks of Pushpabhadra, and everything was as before. Gaurya sardam tadgre purabhidat gatastavat priya prekshanarthi siddhane vasya tattva swayamaya majara mrityutadina gato adbhuta evam tatsevayaiva smarariru purapi sapriyate tinu tasman मूर्ति त्रयात्मकस्तवं ननु सकलनियन्तेति सुव्यक्तमासीता. Lord Shiva, along with Gauri, once went to see the sage Markandeya, thy devotee, and departed after giving him several boons like freedom from old age and death. Powers which he had already attained by his own efforts. It is seen from this how by thy service even Shiva is pleased. So it is clear that thou art the one supreme being that has assumed the form of Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Trayam shesmin satyaloke vidhi haripurabhin mandiran yudharvam murdhavam tebhyo apyurdhavam tu माया विकृति विरहितो भाति वैकुण्ठलोकः तत्र त्वं कारणामभ्यस्मपि पशुपकुले शुद्धसत्त्वैकरूपी सच्चित्तब्रह्मात्मत्यात्मा पवनपुरपते पाहि मां सर्वरोगात्. In the region of Satyaloka, placed one above the other, are located the three heavens of Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. Above them, transcending all the worlds that are the effects of Maya, is the realm of Vaikuntha. There in the midst of causal waters are also in the house of the covered Nanda, thou who art the nature of Satachitananda, though manifest in a form of Suddha Sattva, non-material stuff, without any taint of rajas and tamas. May thou, O Lord of Guruvayur, who does so manifest, deign to cure me of my ailments. So Canto 97 is completed. I'll be back with the next canto in the coming week. Till then, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat.